Alright, I think it's about time to get started. Everything should be good. Welcome. Ooh, let me go. There we go. Hello everyone. First thing, it's been a while since I've streamed, so just let me know what the audio is like. I want to make sure things are loud enough, but not too loud. Make sure you can hear me. Let me know if the music is quiet enough so you can hear my voice over it. Let's see here. I got tea. I got the game. Okay, so I'm a little nervous, but I'm super excited about this. I've done some streams before working on little projects in Unreal, but never Ionia, which is the main game that I'm working on. And I've been meaning to do this for a while, and mostly because, you know, like, so we share like we share updates with like our Kickstarter backers, and we share whenever we do like an alpha build, we share it with them. They get kind of exclusive access to that. But in between those, there's just kind of silence. You know, we like share a vlog post or we share an alpha build, and then we kind of go away for a while, and we're working on the game, and we don't really say that much really. And I've gotten really into Twitch over the past couple of years. You know, a lot of cool people that I follow, and I've been learning how to do it myself and getting better at it. But it seems like a great opportunity. I've seen a couple other game developers who are using Twitch to kind of interact with their community during the development really early on, showing the development process and just kind of answering questions and stuff like that. And it seemed like a really cool opportunity for us to be able to kind of show progress more often, and just kind of share the whole process of making the game more frequently. You know, I plan on doing this like at least I should be able to do it at least twice a week. I'd like to do more eventually, but I'm gonna do like once or twice a week to start out. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. This is kind of one of my little sandbox level. This basically is just a small level that I use to play with game mechanics, to test things out, kind of away from like the actual game levels and the story related stuff. It's just a little place I can come in and drop in gameplay related elements, checkpoints, all of the these objects that phase in and out, which for those of you who don't know about the game, I'll explain the core mechanic in just a bit. But yeah, so today I'm mostly going to be working on some scripting stuff, actually. I've been working on improving sort of the way that the core mechanic is built on the back end, so that it's easier to kind of build other mechanics on top of it, because I've run into some issues where I had ideas for new game mechanics, but then I find it kind of difficult to script those without having a bunch of duplicate code because of the way I wrote the core mechanic quite a while ago. So I've been working on that. I've been working on kind of making it more modular, making it more scalable, so that it's easier for me to kind of add a new mechanic and have that interact with the core mechanic really easily, without having to write a bunch of duplicate code. So, let's see here. I'm guessing there's some people here from Peachy's channel who have not seen the game at all before. So I'll show you just the core mechanic. This is my little player reference, by the way. This guy doesn't do anything except for give me an in-game representation of like how tall and wide the player is. So I like having this here so I could just kind of look at it and see right away, like, oh, like that's how accurate the scale is of the room. Like an easy way to tell if like the walls are too tall or something like that. And his arms are out like this to kind of tell me that's like the minimum amount of space that I want for hallways and stuff like that. Like I want the player to have that much room to like that much wiggle room when squeezing between the walls. So yeah, I like to have kind of an example dude sitting there so I always know. I don't want to forget. Anyways, so the core mechanic for Ionia is that there is this there's an alternate universe, and in the alternate universe there are objects that are a little bit different. So here, perfect example, a really simple example. Here in the original universe, this is just the regular reality. You've got these two objects here, right? And I can jump on them. I can land on them and stuff. But in the alternate universe, those aren't there. And there are some similar objects in different places. So here, I'm going to switch to the alternate universe. And so that's what that is like. And you can, I'm also been kind of working on this subtle visual effect for, it might be a little too subtle to see on the stream. I don't know if it shows up, but if you can see in this space that's occupied by this object in the original universe, when you're in the alternate universe, you can kind of see like a shimmering effect taking, you know, so you can, I'm trying to kind of work on like a hint so you're not just totally blind. Like here, you can also kind of see, actually, you know what? I've got a couple of test objects over here that'll be a little easier to see, I think. Yeah, here we go. So here's an object here that's here in the alternate universe, and you can kind of see this shimmering effect here. This is new. And our backers, I don't think have even seen this yet. I've just been working on this recently, as a sort of a hint of, because before there was like nothing there, and you would just come in here like this, you know, and you wouldn't really know just by looking around what puzzle mechanics are going on here. You don't know which of these objects are going to change and which of them are not going to change when you flip between the alternate universe and the regular universe. So I'm working on this kind of hint effect so that you can kind of get this subtle, not too obvious, but a subtle hint that, oh, like I can see this shimmering effect. There's going to be something there when I switch to the alternate universe. So you can see this here, right? And when I'm in this space, I can't.
It's no good. No good.
Yeah, Feus, it is kind of like a mirage effect. I'm also going to play with like styling it more like a glitchy kind of effect, like the kind of static you see on like a TV, you know, like an old TV with a static snowy effect, that noise. I'm going to play with something like that too and compare them. But yeah, so I've been working on this visual effect to have that sort of hint, so you can just kind of see. And another new thing I've been working on is, it used to be that you could always switch between the in and out of the alternate universe. You could always do it whenever you wanted. And that kind of led to some problems sometimes, because if I'm standing here in this space that's occupied by that object in the alternate universe, then if I stand here and switch to the alternate universe, I can get stuck. And that was kind of a pain. So I've also been testing out, I've tweaked the mechanic a bit, and I'm testing it out so that it detects, I don't know if you guys can see, up on the top left corner, right here, there's this message. It's just like a debug message that pops up and lets me know when I'm overlapping an actor that's phased out, an actor that's in the other universe. So I'm working on it right now so that you can't phase in or out while you're in that space. So this is kind of just me trying to figure out a way to avoid those issues where you try to go to the alternate universe, but you're in the space that an object phases into, and so you get stuck inside of it. I'm trying to kind of avoid that. So see, I can phase anytime I want when I go here, and that message pops up.
Can't do it.
I have kind of a silly debug message.
Can't do it.
No good. No good. Can't do it.
Just to let me know, a funny little debug like sound clip plays, just to let me know that I can't do it.
No good.
Can't do it.
It's no good. I can't do it. Yeah, that's me. So yeah, seems to be going pretty well so far. We haven't gotten any player feedback yet on this. This is pretty new, but I'm really interested to see how this affects puzzles. Because, for example, so there's an object there. If I jump and I try to phase right here,
Do it.
then I can't, because, yeah. So that might be a little bit off-putting at first, when people try to do like a puzzle where they're jumping across in the air, and then they just barely miss a jump, and then they're like, because of that, they try to phase into the alternate universe, but they're like inside of that space where a block is or something, and then they can't, and then they end up falling. So there could be some issues with it, but we'll see. We'll see when we get some player feedback. I've also been working on, this is kind of like a really ugly placeholder mesh, but we're working on adding a teleporter mechanic, like some teleporter pads that you can just walk onto, and it teleports you over here to the next one. It'll always just be two teleporters that are connected to each other. So they're two-way as well, so I can come back on here and it takes me back to the first one. So we're playing with that as an extra kind of mechanic for getting around. Not sure if we'll keep this. We mostly have it for navigating through certain sections of each level where we're working on having it set up so that like when you, instead of just going through like a linear level and doing puzzle and then getting to the end, we're working on doing this thing where there is a sort of hub that the player returns to repeatedly in the game. There's a sort of hub that branches out to all the other levels. And then in each level, there's sort of like what we call like a sub-hub. It has its own little place in there where when you go to the next one, when you go to say level 2, there's gonna be like different puzzle areas to go to, and each one you go to, you would do some puzzles and then like activate a button or activate a rune or something like that. And that will like turn on one of 3 switches, for example. Say if there's like 3 buttons hidden throughout the level, there's like a sub-hub, there's this big thing, this central place where you go, and there's 3 switches there. And for each button you press and throughout the level, one of those switches lights up. And when all 3 light up, then you get to gain access to the next level. So we're working on kind of structuring levels that way. And the teleporter, the idea for the teleporter came about because we wanted a way to, we wanted to have that kind of central hub in each level, right? But we wanted to be able to branch out and go to cool puzzle areas, but not be restricted by like, we didn't want the player to have to like go do a bunch of puzzles, hit a button, and then backtrack all the way through all the puzzles to see their progress. So instead, we're looking at doing it so you go through an area, you do puzzles, and then you hit that button, and then that activates a teleporter that takes you straight back, just teleports you right back to the hub, and then you can see your progress and then go to the next puzzle area, etc. AD Gone 21, hello, welcome. How are you doing? Good, I hope. So, whoop, and I just fell. Okay, so yeah, see, I like this mirage effect, but the problem is that with certain areas, in certain environments, you can't really see it. Like you see it's using refraction, so it relies on something being behind it. So if you're in a place like this where you just have like the sky, see like there's an object there and I can't even see it at all. So that kind of renders the effect useless if you can't see the thing at all. A little too subtle in that case. So, I mean, I like the way it looks otherwise, but if you can't see it during certain potentially crucial parts of the game, it's kind of pointless. I might tone down, let me go see. I might tone down the, wait a minute, this is a material. Oh, I'm not sure how to say your name. TXIC _. Tixic? Toxic, maybe Toxic. This is a song from the Chrono Cross soundtrack. So if you played that would make sense why it sounds familiar. Great game, even better soundtrack. Such a good soundtrack. This song is Arnie Village, the Another World version of Arnie Village from Chrono Cross. Okay. So, where's my material for that shimmery effect? I think I have it in here. There we go. So maybe if I just make it a little less opaque. Awesome, Toxic. So you're a Chrono Cross fan? That was one of my favorite games on PlayStation 1. It was so good. And the soundtrack is just, there's not a bad song on the soundtrack. It kind of blows my mind. Alright, so I cranked up the opacity a bit. Let's see what that looks like. Ah, see, that kind of works. It's not as interesting because you still only see the refraction effect when there's something behind it, but at least you can see that thing. You can see where that object is, so that could work, and it works in both universes too. This is nice. Yeah, this might work. I think I might leave it that way for now, at least. Well, let's see. Yeah, okay, works there too. I don't know if you guys noticed, but we also have this neat, I'm not really sure what to call it, but it's like it's almost like a strange sort of eyeball that follows you. Pretty sure that was Jess's idea, and I helped her script the movement, but she did the modeling and set it up. Pretty cool though. We're probably gonna have all sorts of weird things like that. We're really going for kind of a surreal, sort of dreamlike vibe in this game, so like weird little things like that will probably be pretty common. Okay. So I do want to try making a version that's more like static noise or something like that instead of the refraction, just to compare them. Noise. You think the refraction looks pretty good, Toxic? I like it too. I just want to compare a couple of different possibilities because, like I said, the main weakness that it has is that you can only see the refraction when there's something behind it. I mean, to be fair, there's probably gonna be some sort of object behind that phased out object most of the time, but it's something to consider though. I mean, I probably have to test out more use cases and see how big of a problem that's really gonna be. AD Gone. This is not my first game, but it's my first, this is our first commercial game. So me and my partner Jessica are working on this together. We have a little company called Blue Void Studios, and this is our first commercial title. This is the first game that we're making as a company, and we're going to release it on Steam. Before this, I've done a whole bunch of like small game jams and student projects in the past too, so not my first game, but this is definitely my first big project that we're planning to release commercially. So it's a lot of work, but it's really exciting. Now, let's see. Do I have... Oh, I'm actually already using a permanent noise thingy here. Actually, wait. There's a noise node. Yeah. Wonder. Okay, so I will get rid of those for now. Okay, so this, let's see. I don't believe that works. Pretty sure it doesn't. Yeah, that gives an error. I'm not super good at doing advanced shaders. Jess is probably better at that at this point because she's been doing quite a bit of shader work. But I know the basics. Let's see. What should I do? This is a 2 to 3 dimensional vector. That is, I think, I want to do this. Hey, thanks for the follow, ADGon. By the way, am I saying your name right? You like ADGon, AdGon? Maybe I could just call you Gone. Where is it? Texture. Oh, wait. Maybe. Oh, wait. I've already got texture coordinates. Wow. Way to go, Nick. Way to go. Okay. What am I looking for then? Okay. I need to. Oh, you know what? Probably would want to look these two. Yeah, okay. So let's check this out. You know what? I think I'm going to move this stats thing back down here. I really wanted to maximize the space that I have for the graph here, but it keeps defaulting to the stats tab whenever I come in here. Ah, thanks for the follow, Toxic. Thank you, thank you. Let's see. Yeah. That should be enough. The stats are rarely longer than that anyways, and I don't mind scrolling. Okay, so let's blend these together. Let me do 1.0. That's all opacity. If I do this, it'll be all the noise. Oh wait, but I'm doing this. Let me get rid of this lerp. Because for this noise effect, I probably won't need refraction. Well, actually. Yeah. I don't think I will. Will I? Oh, maybe I will. That actually looks really interesting. Wow. Okay. This is pretty cool. Unexpected. Happy little accidents, as Bob Ross would say. That doesn't make any sense. I should be lerping this with maybe a color? Oh yeah, let's do that. So let's blend this noise with a color. Oh. This is just pure refraction. Okay, so since I'm doing refraction, how does this handle color? Oh, it doesn't really. I see. Okay, so I can't really use color there. But maybe if I just plug this into emissive. Let's try that. Okay. Now we're getting more colorful results. What does this look like? If I just go straight down the middle. Bob Barron? Bob Barron, thank you for the follow. I think I got that right. Wasn't sure at first, and I was like, wait, Bob Barron, I think that's Bob Barron. Okay, so if I do that, it looks the same as with no color. If I add like a blue color. Oh, that looks kind of interesting. Okay, how about a little more subtle, like a dark blue-gray. Whoa. Oh my god, that's a trippy looking effect. That is cool. Okay. Okay, you know what? Now I am gonna want to plug the opacity back in, maybe? And let's see. Doesn't have a cube. That's really interesting. I would love to be able to. I wonder if I can pan this somehow. I don't know how to use a panner with a noise node. But there's gotta be a way, because that would be so cool. Oh, maybe it's just the type of noise I'm using? What's the error? Cannot implicitly convert from float 2 to float 3. Okay. So, can I... What is this giving me? So it's giving me a float 2. Break out. What if I can do this? Can I do that? Does this do something? Oh wow, that doesn't do what I expected it to do. Oh goodness. I wonder. Hey. Nah, I don't want to do that. That's a little weird. Well, maybe I'll just go ahead and test it the way it is right now. That's already looking pretty cool. But I really do want to see what it looks like with paint. Okay, but we'll just test it the way it is for now. I want to see what this looks like. So, need to come here. Or wait, no. I need to go edit the component. Phasing component. let's set it to that new material we just made. Okay. Alright, let's see what that looks like. Whoa. So weird. Ah, that's so weird. It looks like it animates when you move. But then it stops when you stop. That has potential though, I think. It looks pretty neat. Wow. Seems like a bit much though. Let's see what that looks like toned down. If I tone down the opacity more. Maybe like really low. 0.2. I don't want to go too low. Let's see. Yeah, that could work. Not quite as striking or interesting as I'd like it to be just yet, but I like how it looks with dark colors behind it, where it's pretty obvious, but like a little more subtle. But I don't like that it's like, yeah, see, I wonder. Maybe I do want some of that refraction back. I want it to be just refraction. Whoa. That is really interesting. Let's see what this gets us. Oh wow. That looks like maybe a little harsh with noise and refraction. Oh wow, that's trippy. That is so weird. Wow. That could be pretty cool though. That doesn't really show against the sky though. But wow, when there's stuff behind it, that looks really neat. See, now this looks a little weird. Wow. Looks cool, but wow. I still need to work on, like, if we keep it like this where you can't phase into the alternate universe when you're inside of the space that would occupy, that one of these objects would occupy in the other universe. If you keep this, I'm probably gonna have to give it some sort of visual effect, like a nice visual cue when you're in here, you know, and obviously a less silly sound effect. That would be nice. So this looks cool, but a little weird. It kind of breaks down right here too. Right there, it looks a little weird. You can kind of see through it. Okay, let's see. Maybe. Alright, so let's go back to color instead of refraction. I'm gonna look at some ducks really quick. Let's see. Let's see, material. Let's see. I don't want that because I don't want to deform the geometry. I'm gonna bring up the documentation here so you guys can see what I'm looking for. There should be documentation for the noise node that I'm using in Unreal. But the material node, this is for sculpting. Oh. I think this is what I want. Well, it's vector noise. I'm not using vector noise. But material expression reference. Here we go. This is under what's noise categorized under? Utility. All right, let's find it. Utility category, and we'll do noise. Here it is. Let's see what we can learn about using this noise node. And let's see. Procedural noise field. Changes the overall size of the noise cells. You know what? Oh, what's this? Turbulence. With turbulence on, each noise octave will add only absolute values to the result. Changes the visual characteristics and can make great shapes resembling sharp mountain ridges. Oh, interesting. Not quite what I'm looking for. You know what? Maybe I will just go ahead and go back to what I was doing before with a texture-based effect. And because that I know how to work with more. Maybe I could just do this. Let's see, and then let's scale that a whole bunch. Too big. Whoops. I want 8.0 in both. Oops. 8, not 9. Goodness. That still just looks kind of like clouds. Let's do this. Let's try that. Hey, William Cheer, thanks for the host. Let's see. Alright, so let's go ahead and duplicate this. And just like before with the refraction-based effect. Hey William, how's it going? Hope you, the rest of your stream was good. Let's see, so let's pan this in the opposite direction. Ooh, that's too fast. No, 0.1, that is what I want. Oh. I want 0.1 and negative 0.1. I'm gonna crank up the opacity for a bit just so I can see this better. Now, instead of that color, let's lerp it by these two. Oh, it needs to be scaled up too. See, this looks kind of bad though. Alright, that should be lerped with... Should bring back a color node again. So let's do that same kind of dark gray color. Plug that in. And we'll plug this into this color. Not great, but let's see. I wonder what that looks like. Oh, you know what? I know why this doesn't look good. The noise should be panning really quickly, not slowly. Of course, I don't want it to be too, like, overbearing, but let's see what this looks like. Ah, see, that looks a bit much. Gosh, that looks weird. Yeah. Don't like the way this looks with the way with how tiled it is. Let's take a look. Let's see how this looks if I scale it down more. Oof, too intense. Let's do this. Let's turn off the refraction. That's kind of plain. Let's try with refraction, but not color. Okay, let's go right down the middle again. This is basically just looking more like the effect I had before, which is funny. Yeah, maybe I should just try to add some subtle noise to this one instead. Oops. Spectralic? Hey, Spectralic. I am working on a first-person puzzle game called Ionia. It's a game where there's an alternate universe, and you can enter and exit that alternate universe whenever you want, and you have to use that ability to solve puzzles. So, and right now I'm testing visual effects for the objects. So you can see right now I'm in the original universe. And in the alternate universe, there are these objects that are in different places, and these ones will go away, like so. So if I go to the alternate universe now while standing here, I will fall. But if I jump across, I do this, then I can land on that one, and then get it over here. So that's kind of the basic gist of the core mechanic. And right now I'm working on a hint shader that kind of shows you whichever of the two universes you're in. So I'm in the original universe right now. So this shader, I'm working on a hint shader so that like you can see a hint of where there might be an object in the alternate universe. So I can see this right here, you know, like here it is, and I can interact with it. When I'm not in the alternate universe, I can still see a hint of like, okay, I can just walk by and I can just look and I can see there's going to be an object there. So I'm working on that. Don't really like this effect as much as the other one though. Let's change it back to that other glitchy effect. The more refractive looking one. Dario, I'm actually working on addressing that exact thing right now. So, originally, we didn't do anything about that. So, if you were to come over here and stand here and then switch to the alternate universe, then you switch and you might get stuck inside. That was causing some problems. Not all the time, but there were definitely several puzzles where that could be an issue. So right now I'm actually testing, for this new build, I'm testing a tweak to the mechanic so that it detects when I'm overlapping the space that would be occupied by an object in the other universe.
No good.
Can't do
And
it.
and disables the ability.
No good.
So I can phase in and out as all I want right here. But if I stand in this space,
No good.
I can't do it. So that's what I'm working on doing right now. Haven't gotten any player feedback on this yet. It's still pretty new, but I think it's promising. I think it'll solve a lot of problems. They could introduce new ones, but we'll have to see when people get to play it more. Hey, Urban Mango, welcome to the stream. Yeah, so Urban Mango, Spectralic, Dario, I hope that answers your question. Whoops. Oh, I didn't activate the checkpoint. Where is my checkpoint? Oh, it's right there. I should... I'll leave it alone for now. Yeah, Dario, I agree. I was thinking about that. Like, maybe later parts of the game, we could introduce puzzles where all of a sudden there's an area where you see an easy solution, but you can't take that easy path because it would involve accomplishing it would mean standing in that inside of that space, and so then you couldn't phase. So then you have to find an alternate route. That could definitely be a mechanic later on. I like that idea a lot. I've been thinking about that, how I could incorporate it into the gameplay and kind of, you know, increase the difficulty a bit. Like maybe you do a puzzle and it's fairly easy, and then you do a similar puzzle right afterwards, but then you're like, oh, well, I can't do the same solution here because I would be occupying this space. So now I have to find another way around. So that could be pretty fun. Oh man, I really wanted a noisy effect for it, but I'm really starting to lean towards the refraction style. The only problem I have now with this refraction style shader is that sometimes it breaks down a bit. Like, I don't know, it's not that big of a deal, I guess, here, but around the edge, it looks a little weird. Like, the refraction stops. I don't know if you can see it on the stream, it's very subtle. But, oh, and the other problem I would need to address if we do this refraction style effect. Let's go ahead and copy these to really illustrate this issue. Make a bunch of them. So there's this other issue where when they're on top of each other like this, like when you see multiple phased out objects at the same time, like when you're looking through them, well, it's not doing it right now actually, but the effect can have some weird side effects sometimes. That's weird that it's not doing it now. Yeah, like that, for example. There's like some Z fighting going on. Oh, thanks, Spectralic. Yeah, we got greenlit on Steam a couple years ago. Still need to make a like an official Steam page so people can add it to their wish list. Need to get on that. But yeah, so here's like an issue that I'm dealing with this refraction style shader. You'll notice that if you look up towards the top of that kind of pillar over there, you know, it's getting the wavy effect. But if I come over here and look through this other one, or through this, so if you see, for some reason, like looking through this object here, it's not really apparent anymore. It looks weird. I think it just depends on the geometry, perhaps. That might be all it is. And then, of course, the effect gets a little more intense if you're looking through like 3 objects. kind of like how it does that like a split effect too, since it's refracting. That actually looks pretty cool with the eye being split down the middle like that. I like that. That looks nice. Wonder how heavy this shader is. Hopefully not too bad. Shader memory, etc. Oh, whoops! I didn't mean to quit. Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. There we go. Alright, so even when we're overlapping, it'll probably take a while before I got into some serious shader complexity. That one is a little more complex. Guys, I'll be right back. I need to take a quick 5-minute break. Just 1 second. And we're back. Enough light. Might need to turn some lights on one sec. That should work. All right. Get rid of those for now. All right. So, where'd we leave off? Yeah. I kind of just don't like that it's, I kind of don't like how plain the phased out objects look when there's nothing behind it. But again, maybe I don't want to bank on that too much because it might not be that often that you even see something like that. I wonder... Whoop. I wonder what it would look like. Let me make a couple more. I'm gonna make some that are up in the air. Actually. Well, yeah, let me do that first. Let's make these shorter. I just want to have some up in the air so I can look up at them. Okay. All right. Interesting. Yeah. So you don't really get that refractive effect at all. When there's just like a sky behind it or something like that. It's just sort of plain and very, very transparent. It could be okay. I'm just I'm a little picky about this because it has this really cool effect. But you can't see it when there's nothing behind it because, you know, just based on the way refraction works, there's nothing really to refract. Oh, well, there's one thing I need to do. Why is this... Why do these actors keep having... Why is this thing's pivot point like way the heck over here? That's what I don't understand. What's going on there? Okay, like, what happens if I make a new one? It's in the center. Okay. What happens if we go... I wonder how that happened. That's weird. Can I just reset that? Pivot. Oh wait, that's not what I want. That's weird. I don't know why that's happening. But right now, that's just a minor frustration. so let's make this like a step. It's kind of a big step, but that'll work. I think. This is why I have my player reference. Does this seem too big? Yeah, that's pretty big. Let's say 0.25 and X. That'll work. Hey, okay. All right, let's build a little. I'm gonna build a little staircase real quick to have a different. I want to add a bit to my testing area here. So let's see. I need to build like an actual staircase generator kind of a thing. That'd be pretty sweet. Well, whoops, too many. There we go. I'm gonna group these together just so they're easier to move around. Temp, stairs, temporarily stairs. Let me know if you get that reference. Okay, so that'll have weird collision to begin with, since it's not like a real staircase. But interested.
Can't do it.
Huh. Right now it says I'm not overlapping one of these things. How is that possible? Whoops. Uh-oh. I need a bigger kill area. My little kill volume. This is the thing that my player has to hit in order to die and respawn at the latest checkpoint. Apparently it should be a little bigger. I'll just scale it here. Yeah, there we go.
It's no good.
No good.
Can't do it.
Hmm. Maybe I'm not doing a good enough job of overlapping, doing that overlap test. On component begin overlap. The capsule component, which is this. Hmm. Seems like this would be enough, but huh. Amalgam, thank you for the follow. Oh boy. Isaac and D. Isaac and Isaac K. Isaac. I don't know. IZACCKND. However you pronounce your name. Thank you very much for the follow. Isaac Kind. Okay, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop butchering your name. I'm so sorry. I'm not sure how it's pronounced based on reading it, so you'll have to let me know if you're in the chat. Let's see. Whoops. Where's my character? Oh, there we go. I still have the old ledge tracing stuff in there. Interesting. Really? Oops.
It's no good.
Show all that collision. Okay, so right now it's overlapping. It's kind of hard to see, but okay. Ooh, I know what I should do. I'm gonna set it to also print a message telling me the name of the actor that it's overlapping. Oh wait, yeah, I would want to do that there. Not there. Wrong place. Ah. Alright, so... Well, actually, Where's my overlap code? There it is. Actor. Can I just get display name? Yeah, that's what I want. And I guess I'll make a new variable. Yeah. Let's do this. Name of overlapping actor. Yeah, that'll work. Make it of type string. Compile. Alright, then we're gonna go ahead and set that variable to be the name of the actor that we overlap. And I'm going to do a reroute node here just to make it a little cleaner. Matter of fact, now I can bump it back up like that. Alright. Now, over here, I'm going to do a string append. This node lets me take multiple strings and basically merge them into one single string, which is handy for something like this. I've already got a message here, overlapping phased out actor, so I'm going to add that to input A here. got a gnat. Gnat in my house. Gnat, cool. Now, oh, you know what? Overlapping face out actor, colon, space. And then we get name of overlapping actor. Let's put that in there. And look that up. And we'll print that instead. So now, whenever I overlap a phased out actor, it should say overlapping, little debug message should say overlapping phased out actor, colon, whatever the name of the actor is. This should be helpful with debugging, so I can see here. Because for some reason I'm not, the overlap test is failing when I get in between these objects, in between these steps. And this maybe will help me understand why. If I could see at any given time which one I'm overlapping, which one triggered the last overlap. Oh, wow. Can't even play my own game. Goodness. Goodness. Okay. Alright. So, yeah, see it says BP underscore blinkable 5. That's the name, like, of the individual instance, so that would be this stuff here.
It's no good.
So, let's see. 12, 11, 10. So what is this? Interesting. What's going on here? Overlapping at 12, then it triggers on 11, 10. I think what's happening here is I'm inside of 10, but the overlap with 12 ends, and it, since I'm inside of an object already, it I wonder, you know what, maybe I don't need to do this manually. I wonder if there's just can I just like get, oh wow, okay, there's actually just a is overlapping actor. Well, I might need to do it that way then, because what's happening here is I'm just doing like an on overlap thing. Every time me and one of these phased actors, these phased objects begins to overlap, then it triggers this on begin overlap. But every time I stop overlapping with one of them, it triggers this on end overlap. So I'm thinking what's happening here is, you know, this isn't running like on every frame. So it just, when I start overlapping and when I end overlapping, when I'm in the middle, when I'm in between, just overlapping and running around but still overlapping, it doesn't do anything. So I think that's what's happening there, is I'm starting to overlap. I start to overlap 12, then 11, then 10, but only then, when I'm already overlapping 10, do I stop overlapping 12. So it fires the stop overlapping 12 thing, and it says I'm no longer overlapping an actor, and it lets me phase in and out of the alternate universe. I need to make sure that it's always, like, anytime I'm overlapping an actor, it's going to work. That's what I need to do. So, I wonder if there's an event that I can use. That would probably just give me the same outcome, though. Alright, let's try this then. Since I've noticed, where was the thing I just had? Yeah, is overlapping phased out actor. Thought I just had. I have lost myself. I'm lost in my own code, my own blueprint. Maybe I deleted it. I could have sworn that I... Huh, oh well, no matter. Either way. So... Here's my collision. There's a check built in Well, I can return a list of overlapping actors. I can get overlapping components, but there's this boolean, this check. Is overlapping actor. Check whether this component is overlapping any component of the given actor. You know, that's where I'm afraid it'd be a problem. Oh, well, actually, not necessarily, I guess. Wait. Wish I could do this against the entire class. Just any actor of class blinkable. That's what I want. But jeez, not even 4 o'clock and I'm already yawning. What's wrong with me? It's too early to be tired. But to be fair though, I didn't sleep very well last night. Let's see. There's gotta be a way to just check for any of the blinkable actors. Well, let's see, what would this be? Get overlapping actors. Yeah, but running something on an array. So I could do that, but I don't want to do that. What could I do? I need to make sure that I can't phase as long as any part of me is overlapping a phased out actor. Or object, I should say. I'm sorry, I keep using like Unreal terminology, so if you're not familiar with Unreal, you probably keep hearing me say stuff like actor and stuff like and blueprint, and you're just like, what the heck is he going on about? An actor, by the way, in Unreal Engine, an actor that's just a generic term for any object like that can be placed in the game world. So that's an actor, these are all actors. So now you know. Now you know what an actor is in Unreal. Okay. Maybe if maybe if I do this test in the actual phased out actor and not in the player, that might be interesting. Because there's only one of the player, but there's any number of these blinkable actors, so I'm wondering if I can get the player. One meters can phase. I wonder. Oh man, why am I yawning? That's crazy. Okay. Yes, okay, you know what? This might work. This might work. Got a player here. gonna be a bit messy about this, just for now. Just for now. Okay. Oh wait, you know what? Yeah, okay, never mind. That should work. So here, this is the actual component that does all the phasing stuff for these. They're called blinkable actors, but we used to call it blinking instead of phasing. I haven't changed the name of the blinkable actor because there's a bunch of those actors in some levels, and if I change the name, well, it's gonna break a bunch of stuff. So I'm trying to finish all this work and then replace all of those before I change the name. So, in case you were confused, but right here inside the actual phasing component, which is attached to those and drives all that behavior, I've already got a reference to the player. So, if I could just check, every time I do this, can I just check whether or not they're overlapping? This should be interesting. I wonder if this will work. Whoops. What's going on? Oh boy, I've broken everything. Ah, yes. I don't want to do that. Remove that pin. So. Universe. I think that's what I want.
Can't do it.
Good.
No good.
Can't do it.
No
Can't do
good.
it.
No good. Can't do it. No good.
Nope. Okay. No difference. Let me unhook what I got here. So let's not do that. Hmm. Okay. See what that does. Okay, yeah, so that's still been hooked. Seems to be causing an issue with this actor. It's weird, it's like it's picky about. Oh. Ouch. That is. Oops. That's not intentional. I was gonna say, why am I still able to walk around just fine without glitching out? It's because when I'm in there, it's not phasing the actor over to the other universe. Oops. That's not the desired outcome. Well, this is, huh. Hey, man. Hmm. Maybe get the actor. Overlap. On begin overlap. On end overlap. It's getting windy outside. Let's see what we can do about this. Oh, overshot the jump and didn't hit a checkpoint. I have realized that if I don't hit a checkpoint, what should be happening is that I should just go back to the player start. Why doesn't that happen? I'm gonna take a peek at my checkpoint really quick. This is definitely this is a distraction, but oh man, this is old. I can tell this is old. What's going on? Whoa, what is this? How embarrassing. Okay. Huh. I'm just gonna make another one. Like so. See what's going on here. How can I fix you? Of course, the smarter way to fix this, I think, would be to just maybe instead of going through so much trouble to better detect this overlap, maybe what should happen is these should all be a single actor. I wonder, can I combine these? I don't. Can I merge a bunch of blueprints? I wonder. It's going to create a merged static mesh, it seems. That's not what I want. Yeah. I don't want to merge just the meshes. I want all the good stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna make this. I think that might be a better solution. To just, let's see. Create, I'll create a child blueprint. Temp stairs. Okay. So now I'll just build the staircase here in the blueprint. Bring it back to 1.0 scale. Where'd it go? Ah, here we go. So, now I'll just do this here. Don't want that. I think that's 0.25. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So now, I will duplicate this. Like so. This is gonna be kind of a ghetto staircase, not procedural or anything like that, but I just want to run a test with it, basically, so no big deal. I'll fancy it up later on. For now, just want to get a simple test up and running. Don't remember how many stairs I needed. That would have been useful. Oh well. Let's just go ahead. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm gonna say I'm gonna say 10 steps. 10 steps. 10 steps. Closer to something. Whoops. Get out of here. Alright. Now. Hey, Bassett, how's it going? Of course, it's Chrono Cross music. It's one of the best soundtracks ever made. And it doesn't get muted by Twitch so far. So it's one of my go-tos. 3 hours of great music. Doesn't mute the VODs. Hard to compete. Hard to compete. I would like to get some other stuff that I know won't be muted though, just to mix it up, because I tend to go to this pretty frequently. Let's do box collision, I guess. Yeah, why not? Yeah. Let's do box collision. Let's disable collision on all of these guys. Collision. And no collision. Okay. Now. Now I'm wishing I had geometry mode in Blueprint. Oh, pretty good was supposed to be. Oh, yeah, pretty good. Oh, seems good. You were going for that. The emoji. I gotcha. I wish that, yeah, I wish there was a emoji like autocomplete on Twitch. That'd be way easier. Because if you don't click the little menu and do it manually there, and you do it in there, if you just try to type it out in chat, you know, you just have to know exactly what to type, and there's no indication of whether or not you're doing it right until you send it. It'd be cool if you just had an autocomplete right there in the chat. I would like that. I would like that. Let's see. Oh, I don't think I could do a triangular collision in a Blueprint. That sucks. That sucks. I wonder. Oh, you can do that? Can you? Oh, it does. Wow. I didn't know the colon thing worked on Twitch. Wow. How about that? Thanks, Bassett. You just taught me something new. I'm happy. I didn't know the colon thing. I know the colon thing, like I use it on Discord and Slack, but I didn't know that they added it to Twitch. That's great. Oh, that's awesome. Excellent. Okay, that's not gonna work. Is that like a wedge collision? Of course there's not. Okay, I'm gonna do something pretty ghetto. Wedge. Fake. Wedge. I'm gonna fake it for now, just because I really want to test this, like, right now, instead of messing with this. There is totally a wedge mesh in our toolbox here. Wedge. Is that the one? Oh, wedge A or wedge B? Oh, I want wedge B. Don't I? Yeah, that's what I want. Okay. Let's bring that down. Alright. How about... gives us a transparent material, just temporarily. Let's see. That's a little too long. Wait, no. Not high enough. That looks alright. Need to do oh, maybe 7.8 will work. Yeah, that will do. Alright, so get a workaround, go. Let me just put a basic material on that again. And then, where's rendering? Visible, not visible. Collision. Block all dynamic. And perhaps now I will... actually... Will that work? Let me see. This might not work the way I expect it to. We'll find out. Oh, 10 stairs wasn't enough. I was wrong. Oh well. This will be good enough for now. Wait, a little too high actually. Go up. Eh, still not high enough. Let's see if I collide. Let's see if that works the way I expect it to, like even remotely. Whoa, there's a missing step. What is happening? Okay, the collision works the way I expect it to. Sweet. But the problem is when I phase out, oh, is that what's going on here? I got too much stuff open. Set material. When I phase back in. Okay. This should actually be over here. I'm not hiding that anymore. Okay, so on block. Get all components of class. I wonder. Why isn't that changing all of those meshes? That's odd. That's really odd. Overlap. I don't know what's going on there. Oh well. Let's get back to... It's 4:10. Probably gonna wrap it up soon, maybe around 4:30. But before I do, let's get back to that material. I am still pretty happy with this. I think I'm probably gonna leave it for now. And just deal with the fact that there's no refraction visible if there's only a sky or a solid color behind it. I mean, that's probably gonna be fine for the most part. I'm actually wondering if this would just be like too easy when they're this visible. But I also like it.
It's no good.
Can't do it.
Can't do it.
Oh man, you know what? Volume. Bassett, if you're still here, you will, I think, appreciate. I want to see if you recognize my dumb placeholder sound here for when I can't phase to the other universe. Check it out. So when I'm inside of the space, when I'm overlapping where an object would phase in, tell me if you recognize my placeholder sounds.
It's no good. It's no good. I can't do it.
I can't do it.
It's no good.
It's no good.
It's no good.
I can't do it.
I can't do it.
It's inspired by something you're very familiar with. There we go. Do it again? Here. Let me make sure it's loud enough. It's not very quiet for some. It's quiet for some reason. I gotta work with the volume.
It's no good. It's no good. I can't do it.
I can't do it. It's no good. It's no good. I can't do it.
There. That was easier to hear. Oh, I bet that was still quiet because it was playing it at 1.0 volume, even though I'm changing the multiplier in the sound cue. Yes, Bassett, exactly. See, I knew you'd get it. I was trying to think of a placeholder sound for. It's like, what's a good placeholder sound for when the player can't do something? And my mind immediately went to Metal Gear Solid, so I had to do it. Keep it as an Easter egg? I don't know about that. I mean, it's supposed to be like a placeholder thing for now. I plan on coming up with something much cooler. Maybe it'll be like maybe we could have like a weird Easter egg somewhere where like one or two objects in that area. In that area, maybe it makes that sound.
It's no good. I can't do it. It's no good. It's no good.
Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it.
Whoops. Not far enough. That emote does not like you today. You can't seem to get it out. Alright, let's see. Let's see, 15 minutes. 15 minutes. I think I'm going to... I think I'm gonna work a little bit more on this overlapping stuff and see what the deal is. Oh, yeah, it's been a while since you've been on Twitch, yeah. It's been a while since I've streamed, so... totally feel you there. Although I watch Twitch pretty frequently nowadays. There's a few people that I watch every week. But now, now that I've started streaming development of Ionia, of our game, I plan to do this at least once a week. Hopefully twice a week, if not more, depending on like holidays and stuff. Okay, I'm gonna ditch the stairs for now. Oops, I keep trying to save this. It's just like a habit of mine. I open I open a class, compile save. It's like a reflex sometimes. It just happens without me even thinking about it. I've been trained to save constantly. Oh. Streaming is fun. I agree, Bassett. It's just, I don't know. It's a lot of fun hanging out with people while you're working. And honestly, if I'm being honest, like it's actually an easy way, kind of an easy life hack for avoiding distractions. Like, I'm not gonna... When I get frustrated with a problem in Unreal, you know, and people are watching me, I'm not gonna go hop on Twitter and be like, oh, let's see what's on Twitter, and look at a bunch of random images, you know. Happens all the time when I'm by myself, but when I've got people watching, like, I totally forget about that. I just get into the moment. I talking to the community and working on stuff. I just get into it, and I totally forget about getting distracted by other websites and stuff like that. So I think that is like a secret benefit of streaming. Alright, I'm gonna figure this out. So maybe I could do something here in the phasing component. I tried this already to see if I were overlapping the player, and that didn't really work. Back over here, where I'm checking whether or not I should be able to phase. Let's see. I wish I could just say, is overlapping any actor instead of having to specify. That would be awesome. Am I overlapping anything? I wonder if I could just do a trace, like a one-frame trace. I'm used to doing traces on tick, but I wonder if I could just do capsule trace for objects. Yeah, I might try this. Oops. should make a custom. I should have a custom object type for phased objects. Let's take care of that. Where are you? Ah, collision. Got a projectile type. Why do I have that in here? There's no projectiles here. Oh, I don't think I made that. Maybe not. I'll just call it blinkable for now because that's what the class is called. Default response. Block. Yeah, that's what I want. Okay. So, I'll need to make this node again for that to show up, I believe. Whoops. There it is. Okay, let's do custom, and we'll go down here, object type, blinkable. Collision response, that should be fine, as it is. Compile that. Wow, that was a long compile time. Why? It's almost a whole second. Jesus, I need to look into that. Alright, let's try this. So, we're gonna do a quick little trace. Yeah, let's just make some room here. Drop those down there, and let's just drag this into there. Plug that in. Plug that in. So this is a capsule trace, so on the given lines that return the first hit encountered. Radius. Let's do what is my capsule radius? Half height 96, radius 42. Okay. We'll do that. Shouldn't need trace complex. Okay. I think that should work. We'll see. We shall see. Okay. Let's see. No. Oh wait. Am I still doing that test in the phasing component? I should stop that. Let's not. Don't do that. So that's not working. It would appear. Let's print this to the screen. I want to see what that value is. I want to make sure that it's coming up false. Oops. That didn't work. Oh, why? Let's draw that. I want to draw that and see what happens. So, by drawing, I mean making that that capsule trace visible. Just nowhere. Oh, you know what? They are. They're at 000 in the world. I should have known better. Get actor location. Alright. Yeah, yeah. That's what I want. Ninja Newbie? What? Ninja Newbie 2? Jess, you're already following me. Is that a second account? You got 2 accounts? You got 2 accounts now?
It's no good.
It's no good.
Can't do it.
Ah! Okay, this might work. But I still can't. Okay, this might work. Where's my stairs? Here we go. Let me get rid of my fake stairs there. And just grab a blinkable object again. 0.1, 0.25. Oops. Rotate that. I really need to make a staircase generator. I said I would like ages ago, and I still haven't done it. I gotta do that. I guess it's just not like a super high priority thing. It's more of a fun thing, you know? Save us a lot of time if we could just drop a blueprint into the map and then, you know, and fill with some parameters and just got a staircase that's as tall as you need, as wide as you need. Gosh, that'd be awesome. Okay, you know what? For the purposes of this test, that will be good enough. I think that's enough. Okay. Yeah, so...
It's no good.
Aha!
It's no good. Can't do it.
It's no good.
Okay. So I think I've solved that. I think this is a better way to do it.
It's no good. Can't do it.
It's no good. It's no good.
Can't do it. Can't do it.
No good.
No good.
No good.
Can't do it. Can't do it.
No
No
good.
good.
Can't do it. Good.
It's no good. Can't do it. No good.
Shouldn't be able to phase
Can't do
out
it. It's no good.
anywhere
It's no good. I can't do it.
in
no
between
good.
these
No good.
objects.
Can't do it.
It's no good. No good. Can't do it. It's no good. It's no good.
Can't do it. No good. It's no good. Can't do it.
It's no good. No good. Can't do it. Good. No good.
Can't do it.
Can't do it.
Good. No good.
No good.
Can't do it. I can't do it.
It's no good.
It's no good. I can't do it. It's no good.
Wait for those to disappear. Okay.
It's no good. I can't do it.
Excellent. Excellent. Okay. It's kind of fun leaving this trail behind. A trail of capsules.
It's no good. Can't do it.
Can't do it. It's no good.
No good.
Can't do it.
No good.
Yeah, okay. I like that. I'm gonna do it that way. Okay, wait, so... This is messy, so now I'd like to make this not so messy. Now I don't need to do this at all, I don't think. I should have unplugged that before I tested this. Okay.
Can't do it.
No good.
No good.
No good. Can't do
Good.
it.
No
Can't
good.
do it. Can't 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 do it.
Okay. Excellent. Excellent. I'm just gonna boop, kill those. Actually, hold on. I don't really need to display the name of the actor anymore, so yeah, I'm gonna kill that. Then come back over here. Now let's officially add this in. I guess for now I will extend this over. Don't need to print that anymore. Hook that up. There, let's do it this way. Yeah, okay, that'll work. Excellent. We made some progress today. A little bit of progress, but progress nonetheless. Don't need this anymore. Although, still like being able to do that though. Now, let's go ahead and get rid of that. In which case, we don't need a sequence there anymore. Okay, excellent. So now, I'll just cheat. Da-da.
Can't do it. Can't do it.
All right. That debug capsule doesn't really need to render for that long. Let me change that. Duration, draw time, 1 second. Don't really need long. Well, maybe 2 seconds. 2 seconds seems good. Zoop. I need a sound effect for the teleporters.
No good.
No good. I can't do it. Good. I can't do
No
it.
good.
It's no good.
No good. Good.
All right. Very nice. Well, it's 4:30. I think I'm gonna call it a night. So I feel like this has been a pretty good stream for a first try. Yeah, I would say this was a very good first development stream actually. Didn't get a whole lot done, but I mean, feeling things out. I'm in the middle of like doing very programmery stuff right now, so maybe not super exciting to look at. That's why I was trying to work in the shaders too, and the shaders are at least something to look at, something interesting to see. But let's see, it's Tuesday. I don't know when I can stream again. Tomorrow, I might be able to do it tomorrow afternoon, actually. Yeah, not sure about the time yet though, but let's see. Yeah, tomorrow, Wednesday, I have work in the morning, and then I'll be back in the afternoon sometime, probably around 2 or 3. So yeah, when I get home tomorrow afternoon, I'm gonna try and stream again, and I'll try to let you know as soon as I can, because I don't know exactly when work is gonna be done tomorrow, but definitely in the afternoon. And then I'll try to stream just as soon as I get home tomorrow, and work on it for a couple more hours. So, thank you very much for everybody who came and tuned in today. It's awesome to have you guys. I love doing the idea that I'm gonna be doing this kind of in front of everybody now, because it's just a lot more fun, and it's more motivation to keep finding more time to do it. We don't get a whole lot of time to work on the game, but even if it's just a couple hours here and there, if I've got you guys to hang out with while I'm doing it, then I think it's gonna be that much better. So that will be it for today. Hopefully I will see you tomorrow. So tomorrow afternoon, probably around 3, maybe 4 o'clock p.m. Pacific time. That's when I'll try and stream again. I'll let you guys know as soon as I can. I'll probably tweet about it. So follow me on Twitter. I'll put my Twitter link in chat here, because I don't think it's on my profile. My Twitch profile. Yeah, so I put my Twitter handle in the chat. Give me a follow there if you want to find out tomorrow. I'll keep you updated. I'll tweet when I know when I'm gonna get home, and that way you guys will have at least some advance notice of when I'm gonna stream tomorrow. But it should be in the afternoon, 3 or 4 o'clock Pacific time. So until then, thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.